So I was thinking today, obviously we talk a little bit about last night, but I also think we can...
Hello, my lady.
So here's the VOD. It loads
You look so
eventually.
beautiful.
The new bow with haste is ridiculous. It's good, but you got to remember that these dragons had low AC. Lowish AC. And I rolled a 6 on Cat's Grace, so I had a big bonus to hit there. Do you think Scory will kill the other red dragon? I think the other red dragon's going to fuck off back to Solemn, because if I was that dragon, I'd be pretty sure that Scory's going to kill me. If I go and tell them that the Magaris came in and killed all the other dragons, and then let me go. And they're now allied with Shine, the gold dragon. I feel like Scory's going to be pretty mad about that. And so, yeah, I doubt it's going to do that. I think it's probably not that stupid. Yeah, we need to liberate those other cities, but I think that that's maybe just happening anyway. Like, if we're needed, we can do it. But it sounded like once we could free Rencor, then there were ships from somewhere else nearby that were able to liberate it, if I recall correctly. Like, I thought I remember them saying that there were ships from Outlast or something that could liberate it, but they were scared of getting attacked by Rencor, so they didn't want to come yet. But now that Renkor's safe, I think they should be okay. Can't you hide the fact that the dragon serves you instead of the queen? Make the queen think that Shine serves under her. I don't think that's going to work, because I'm pretty sure that Shine isn't going to lie. So, yeah, I think we have to be honest. They were our weapons. We gave them up. I think it's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you might be right, Nomad. I don't know. It's just whether we want to spend the episode doing it, you know. Yeah, we could have Shine help liberate the cities whilst we go and deal with one of the generals. That's true. So I think last we heard one of them was in Yatel organizing the attack on Akuba. So I kind of think that that's where we should start. Because I think there's a very good opportunity for us to help the side that's sympathetic to us to win the war in Akuba. Especially if that Akuban princess was meant to be marrying the queen's son. You know, there's a chance that we could bring Akuba into our empire by influencing the outcome of the war over here. Yeah, I think we can still let Shine help the queen with her stuff when we don't need it for anything. Yeah, I'll definitely get back in touch with Balorian, for sure. Hopefully, he's willing to forgive. Not that we ever did anything wrong to Balorian. But we can basically apologize for not seeing things his way in the past. But we've seen the light now, and yeah, we've got rid of the weapons. And Shine trusts us, so he should as well. Is Tyrael stronger than William? Was William level 12 or level 11? I can't recall. I think William's still stronger. Just because he's a specialist fighter and he's got 80 and 100 strength. So it's just attack bonus is just higher. His AC is not as good. But like if you gave William a suit of dragon armor. Wait, no, William has a suit of dragon armor. Why is William's AC not as good? I guess because he's only got a +1 protection ring and doesn't have a cloak of protection. But like, if William were to get sort of just any of the like off, like the items that we've got loads of, like a cloak of protection +2, ring of protection +2, a free action ring, all of a sudden I think William's like far and away more powerful. Can I even? I don't think I ever filled in the character sheet in the game for Fro. Have I weighed in on the slap? Well, I saw it. I have to say, I think it makes Will Smith just look pathetic. I just think he looks like a complete and utter loser. The fact that he was even laughing at the joke himself before he saw his wife's like pissed off, and he decides that, oh shit, need to be a white knight and go and slap Chris Rock. Like, how sort of absorbed in your own self-importance do you have to be to think that, yeah, this is perfectly fine. I'm just going to go on stage at the Oscars and slap the host for telling a joke when I've literally just been laughing at him taking the piss out of other people. I honestly just think it just looks pathetic. Are people actually defending him? I saw like idiots defending him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I know I talk about this guy a lot recently because I just keep seeing him on Twitter and his fucking Twitch stream. Wouldn't surprise me if Infrared defends him, because he just seems to have the most dumbest fucking takes on literally every thing that comes up. So yeah, he'll probably defend him. He's like, oh yeah, He's up there with my two favorite people, Will Smith and Vladimir Putin. Moron. A lot of people are defending him. Well, I did see some people on Reddit being like, bro, if you insult my girlfriend, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you as well. Like, come on. How, like, thin-skinned are you? Like, how like, fragile is your masculinity that you think, oh shit, I need to slap this guy right now or people will think I'm less of a man and maybe she won't want to fuck me anymore. He walked so slowly to the stage. That's it as well. Like, Chris Rock just stood there and took it because he just couldn't believe that this is actually what he was going to do. I think he thought he was, like, coming up to, like, maybe feign hitting him or, like, make a joke about it, you know? But it's just pathetic. Like, Chris Rock should have dodged and fucking lamped it and it would have been great. Scoria is expected to be age class 12, maybe even 13. You can age Shine to 10. Yeah, but that age dragon spell is like, it's a short duration, so I don't think it's particularly useful. Emotional reaction. Yeah, it's an emotional reaction, but like that's not an excuse for acting like, well, for literally assaulting somebody. Sorry. I don't buy that as an excuse at all. I just think it's like he's fucking Will Smith, do you know what I mean? Like he's literally winning the Oscar for Best Actor. Like the whole world loves the fucking guy. He could just be the bigger man there. He doesn't have to be a little bitch about it. Yeah, it's good for a fight. It's just a buff for a fight. It's not like a, oh my god, this is a game-changing situation. Can you train and increase her whiz level? I don't think so. But she should be able to help with research and stuff. I mean, she is like genius level intelligence. And call me fucking crazy, guys. We might actually have to do a level 7 spell analysis at some point. Because we might actually get level 7 spells in this campaign now. Which, honestly, is kind of hard to imagine. But it could happen. I'm not saying we do it now, but let's just have a little look. I disbelieved in real life. Yeah, exactly. I think permanency is level 7, so. Acid Storm, what does this do? It's a 40-foot diameter, it lasts round per level, and it does. Creatures coated by the acid suffer d4 hit points of damage each round during rounds 1 to 3, d6 in rounds 4 to 6, d8 each round after. Yes, that's kind of garbage. Banishment. Well, hang on. We could banish Scoria here. Banishment spell enables the caster to force some extraplanar creature out of the caster's home plane. The effect is instantaneous and the subject can't come back without some special summoning or means of egress from its own plane to the one from which it was banished. Okay, so it could come back through a portal. Up to 2 hit die of level per cast level, so I could banish 28 hit die. That probably works. Maybe monster summoning 5 is actually good. Why don't you check the table? Okay. Yeah. Alright, we'll check the table. You get D3 monsters. D3, okay? Let's pick what's probably like the best here. Like maybe that. Or a Hydra with 7 heads, maybe? 5 hit die, plus 5 to hit, 2 attacks. Could just get one of those. Like, that's so shit for a level 7 spell. Like, if I got 3 Hydras, but that's not that bad. You know, it's got plus 7 to hit. It's still not great, to be honest. It's still not great. Monster Summoning 5. That's really shit. Shadow Walk. Caster and any creature he touches are then transported to the edge of the prime material plane where it borders the demi-plane of Shadow. In this region, the wizard can move at a rate of 7 miles per turn, moving normally on the borders of the demi-plane of Shadow, but much more rapidly relative to the prime material plane. Last 6 turns per level. Any creatures touched by the wizard when Shadow Walk is cast also make the transition. Shadow Cat. When this spell is cast, the wizard brings into being a cat made of shadow. It's the size of a normal cat, and maybe either grey or black. Caster has complete telepathic control of it. Can see, hear, and even speak through it as long as it remains within range, which is 10 yards per level. So 140 yards at this point. If it moves out of range, it vanishes. It's insubstantial, making it subject only to magical attacks. AC 15, movement rate 18. Hit points equal to the caster. No attacks. Makes no sounds, 90% undetectable.
Yeah, boy.
It's okay. I don't know if you saw Powered Storm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, dude. I know, Omar. Summons can be stacked with buffs, that's why they're weak. Yeah, I guess, but they only last rounds per level, right? So, it's not even... Even a shitty summon with Dimension Blade, improved Invis and Haste is a beast. Okay, yeah, maybe. When are we going to watch Todd? Yeah, soon, George. I'll go through the spells and then we'll start doing it. Simulacrum. This is a permanent spell. Okay. By means of the spell, the wizard is able to create a duplicate of any creature. The duplicate appears to be exactly the same as the original, but there are differences. Only 51 to 60% of the hit points of the real creature. Okay, well, if that's me, then it's still going to have 50 health, probably. There are personality differences. There are areas of knowledge that the duplicate does not have, and a detect magic spell will instantly reveal it as a simulacrum, as will a true seeing spell. At all times, the simulacrum remains under the absolute command of the wizard who created it. No telepathic link exists, so command must be exercised in some other manner. Spell creates the form of the creature, but is only a zombie-like creation. A reincarnation spell must be used to give the duplicate a vital force, and a limited wish spell may be used to empower the duplicate with 40 to 65% of the knowledge and personality of the original. The level of the simulacrum, if any, is from 20% to 50% of the original. It's formed from ice or snow. Has no ability to become more powerful. It cannot increase its level or abilities. If destroyed, it reverts to snow and melts into nothingness. Damage to the simulacrum. Nah, it's not that good. Like, it is good. Because you can kind of just keep casting it, right? And just have, like, 20 magic missiles go off round one. But no, I don't think hasting to Age Shine is going to work. Spell turning. This causes spells cast against the wizard to rebound on the original caster, but specifically excludes area effects that are not directly centered upon the wizard. Yeah, so this would be good, but it's actually not that good against a spell. When a statue spell is cast, the wizard or other creature is apparently turned to solid stone along with any garments and equipment. The initial transformation from flesh to stone requires one full round after the spell is cast. I don't know if I can teach shine spells. Maybe. I'm not sure if that would work. Mr. Mutant's spell to Age Dragons lasts rounds per level, so it's not great in terms of like long. It's not like a long-term buff. Use Simulacrum for spell research. Whoa, yeah, that's actually that's pretty awesome. You've convinced me. That's pretty cool. You could use it when you want to go to the pub with you when when Shelley's at home. Oh yeah, don't worry, Shelley, I'm just going to get changed. All right, fake Imric. Just go down there. Just look cool. Don't speak too much. Just play sort of the strong silent type. All right, and then I can head out to the pub. Steal enchantment. Ooh, I can do this myself after this level. Wait, we need to finish reading this. There's an 18% chance that you suffer a system shock and die. Is this like the Trojan horse spell? Seems pretty dumb. Yeah, but it's only a level equal to 20, like between 20 and 50% of me, so it's only going to be like level 4 to 7. So it's not that good. Steal enchantment. Okay, so enchantment can be transferred only to a non-magical item. Only the energy of one item can be transferred. It's not possible to combine 2 items. At the culmination of the spell, the original object is allowed an item saving throw versus disintegration. Suffocate. Teleport without error. Suffocate. 10-foot radius circle. It draws the breath of all creatures in the area who fail a saving throw. Their breath is placed within a small silk bag held by the caster. Each round, they must attempt a constitution check. If failed, they suffer 2d4 points of damage. If successful, they get d4. As they struggle and grasp at air, affected creatures move and attack at half their normal rates, have -4 AC, -4 attack, and lose all dex. Effects of the spell continue each round regardless of whether the victims remain in the original area. Damage accumulates until the spell expires. The silk bag is opened or a successful dispel magic is cast on the bag. It seems like not that good. Like, it just seems like worse than haste. Like, well worse than haste. Haste does this, and halves the attack roll, and they get a -4 on their save, and its AoE's bigger than that, and it's a level 3 spell instead of a level 7 spell. And it's not necromancy. Okay, teleport without error. Can I take any amount of weight with me? I can also teleport across planes. Doesn't say anything about weight, but I'm assuming it's the same as normal teleport. What's the plan to defeat Scory without the weapons? Have Shine Breath Weaponer and then finish her off. Need to teach her Dispel if she hasn't already got it, because her casting level is going to be so high that she actually has a chance to dispel Scory's buffs. Does Imric have access to this level of spells? Not till next level, but we might actually get there. Hide behind Shine for the breath weapon. I mean, yeah, it's actually a good idea. Am I maxed out on spells? No, not yet. I think I've got space for one more 5th level spell. Yeah, one more 5th level spell. And then, 8 more. No, wait, I need to add my my new spells to this. Let's do that now. So, what did we get? Contingency. Now, what material components do I need for these? For contingency, I need Quicksilver and the eyelash of a spellcasting creature. So I think Shine's eyelash would do for that. I also need a statue of myself carved from elephant ivory. Okay. For Disintegrate, I need a lodestone and a pinch of dust. Okay, that should be fine. And for Bigby's Forceful Hand, I just need a glove. Great. It's perfect. My own eyelash works as well, does it? An eyelash of an ogre mage, keyring, or similar spell using creature. Yeah. Running out of eyelashes now. I've been buying eyelashes in. Would Shine's magic resistance protect her brothers from being dispelled? I don't think so. Can you impregnate a dragon in human form? I can. You can't. I can, though. Certainly. I won't, but I could. There's rules in 2E Godwings about human dragon offspring, but we've not seen it ever in Neil's world, so I don't know how it would be played. Is Balorian chill again now? Hopefully. Well, we've not spoken to them. What were the 2 spells that you learned, and what do they do? Good question. Let's have a look. Bigby's Forceful Hand. Okay. So, 10 yards per level range. So, you're looking at 130 yards. So, 400 feet range, basically. It lasts for 1 round per level. There is no save, which is that's the key part. Okay. It's no save. So, it creates a man-sized to gargantuan-sized hand, so either 5 feet large or 21 feet large hand that places itself between the spellcaster and a chosen opponent. The disembodied hand then moves to remain between the two, regardless of what the spellcaster does or how the opponent tries to get around it. However, the forceful hand also pushes on the opponent. This force can push away a creature weighing 500 pounds or less, slow movement to 10 feet per round if the creature weighs between 500 and 2,000 pounds, or slow movement by 50% if the creature weighs more than 2,000 pounds. So, okay, a creature pushed away is pushed to the range limit or until pressed against an unyielding surface. The hand itself inflicts no damage, AC of 20 and as many hit points as the caster, so like 82 hit points. 84 hit points, sorry. So basically, right, if you've not got magic resistance and you don't weigh 500 pounds, then I can just shove you against a wall with no save. So basically, any human opponent is completely debilitated by this spell. Any sort of low-level dragon can have its speed halved and probably have its breath weapon blocked by the hand as well, since the hand is between the dragon and me. So I don't see how the dragon ever gets to use its breath weapon off. And the hand's got enough HP to survive the breath weapon, so it just seems really, really good to me, that. And there's no save. So magic resistance is the only thing that can stop it. So I think this is a really good spell, and I think it's good for fighting dragons. I think it's amazing for dealing with people. And it's also just like an absolute boss move, isn't it? Like you're having an argument with someone, it's just like no, and then push them against the wall so you can like lecture them or something like that. Malachi would have loved this spell, let me tell you. He would have made a lot of use of this spell. Imric's a little bit nicer than that, so he's not going to like bully people with it, whereas Malachi absolutely would have bullied people with it. Would you, when you level next time, you can't get spells because you're too stupid? No, I can still learn the next level of spells. I miss Malachi too. Yeah, true. I also got Contingency. By means of this spell, so this lasts a day per level, so it lasts just under 2 weeks. Essentially, any 4th level spell or lower that personally affects me. So that could be Read Magic, Detect Magic, Armor, Spider Climb, Invis, Mirror Image, Cat's Grace, Water Breathings, Clairvoyance, Haste, but only on me, Fly, Stone Skin, Project Self, Polymorph Self, Improved Strength, Improved Invis, Fire Shield, Ultravision. Basically, I can set up a contingency. So I cast Contingency, and then I cast the spell that I want to store in it. And for the next 13 days, whenever a certain set of conditions arise that I say, the spell is automatically cast. So a really simple use of this would be when my Stone Skin shatters, recast Stone Skin. So if Stone Skin breaks, it just recasts it. Same thing with Mirror Image. Could do the same thing with, I could do like, if I'm ever attacked in melee, cast Fire Shield, so that they start taking damage. If I'm ever in the dark, cast Ultravision. If I ever fall more than 2 feet, cast Fly. I could have, if I ever whisper the word invisible, cast Improved Invisibility on myself. Nick, I got a great idea. I'm going to make a Reddit post about it as well, but now that Shine is your servant, you can make her create offspring with the Gary family. You can have a powerful dragon, Gary, yes. Yeah, mate, go ahead. Make your Reddit post. It's really original thought that no one's mentioned up until this point. Ice Storm can be centered on yourself. I don't know if that's how it works, AO. It feels a little bit... I don't know, do you think it would work like that? It says, specifically, able to place another spell upon his person so that the latter spell will come into effect under the conditions dictated during the casting of the contingency. The contingency spell and the spell it is to bring in effect are cast at the same time. The spell to be brought in effect by the prescribed contingency must be one that affects the wizard's person, featherfall, levitation, fly, feign death, etc., and be of a level no higher than 1/3 of the experience level, rounded down. So I don't think that you can do a fireball centered on yourself or an ice storm centered on yourself, personally. Why don't you have shield or enlarge? Because I'm maxed out on level 1 spells and I really needed to get cut and hold portal, both of which have been excruciatingly useful this entire time. And finally, Disintegrate is the other spell that I got. So this has a range of 5 yards per level, so 65 yards, 195 feet. It can affect one creature or a 10 by 10 by 10 cube. Okay. Save to negate. The spell causes matter to vanish. It affects even matter or energy of a magical nature, such as Bigby's Forceful Hand, but not a globe of invulnerability or an anti-magic shell. Disintegration is instantaneous and its effects are permanent. Any single creature can be affected, even undead. Non-living matter up to a 10 by 10 by 10 cube can be obliterated by the spell. Creates a thin green ray that causes physical material touched to glow and vanish, leaving traces of fine dust. Creatures that save versus spell have avoided the ray and are not affected. So basically it's save or die. But can also be used to like just destroy like a thing, or to blast away through a wall, or yeah, like I feel like there's quite a lot of, this is just a good combat spell. It's save or die on any creature, but it's also like it also has some sort of out of combat use in terms of like sneaking into Scoria's lair through the side of the mountain, for example, or something like that. Yeah, 3 spells: Disintegrate, Big Bees, and Contingency. All good spells. I really really pleased with that. I think that Big Bees is going to be great. Especially against like Scorious generals, I can just like fuck them up. Yeah, I think we're gonna go on a general killing spree. The age class 12 green is in this wood here, the overgrowth. It's enslaved a bunch of hill giants, I think, in these woods, and it kind of lives here. And the Matavans ignore it because historically it stopped Strekis from invading Matava through this land. Here. Is the green an issue? I mean, yeah, no, not really. Our dragon murdering quest has kind of come to an end now. I don't know. Like, obviously, oh my god. Obviously, we still need to murder dragons, but like, I don't know if just like killing every dragon in Arcadia is really our goal anymore. Probably does have good loot though. What was its loot? It will have been written at some point. I can't remember which episode it was. Early days when we learnt of all the loot. It was pretty early. That was a really good like puzzle. The one where we had to sort these statements into the gods. That was really good. Could you solo a wingless green? No, because it's gonna have spells and stuff. It's gonna have 28 AC. It's got level 1 and level 2 spells. Yeah, they're actually kind of shitty green dragons. The green dragons are Office of the Overgrowth and Matava. Her treasure is unknown, but could be the greatest from episode 7. Thank you, McTacky. This last arc, actually, with Shine has been very interesting, because I like being forced into, like, really tough decisions. Like, I realize just, like, how much I actually care about the outcome of this campaign and the characters now, because I was just, like, constantly going back and forth in my mind about what was the best option. You almost killed Anton last episode with the green dragon ambush? No. I don't know how it would be my fault. Yeah, we did ask Shine about Senegal. She said she'd heard of her, but not spoken to her. People have Game of Thrones PTSD when it comes to Shine. Yeah, you might be right. What's up for the future, by the way? I know there have been hints for a new show. I don't know what Steven has planned once Tombs of Scoria ends, so I really can't speak to that. I've got a couple of things in the pipeline. I've got which I can't confirm now. I don't know if I'd already confirmed this, but I'm doing a one-shot with Tirippa, who was Corny from Hardcore Heroes, as the DM, and both me and Neil will be playing in it. It'll be 5th edition, but that should be fun. Along with some other people as well who are just sort of like chatters. But yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, man, Tirippa's alive. I'll stream it on this channel. It's for somebody's birthday. They just wanted Tirippa to DM a game for them, and they asked me if I wanted to play, and I was like, yeah. And then they were like, we still need another player, and I just thought, Neil's gonna want to play in this because he hasn't seen this guy for years, so I'll ask Neil, and then Neil's up for it. So I can even tell you when that's happening if you would like. If you give me a moment. 2 secs. 9th of April. Well, that's soon. Next Saturday. Well, not next Saturday. The Saturday after. So that'll be fun. And there is the potential that later on this year there'll be a limited campaign. So somewhere between probably 5 and 10 episodes with Neil DMing, that, if all things go according to plan, should have Jen from original roleplay and Trump SC and Ryan from the original roleplay as well, and me, and then Neil DMing. So that should be pretty fun. I think it's the first time I've said about that, but and because Jen wanted it that way, the story is going to revolve around the events of roleplay, the original roleplay. So to do with kind of the Varasi army and what's going on over in Solemn. Well, it's not happening for a while, and it still might not happen. So don't get your hopes up too much, because Neil seems skeptical of scheduling it, of being able to schedule it. But we've picked a time, so yeah, hopefully it works.